Hello students, now today we will start with geometrical and optical isomerism in octahedral complexes which contains bidentate ligands. Up till now we have discussed about the octahedral complexes which contain unidentate ligands. Now bidentate ligands, as you all know, they contain two donor atoms. Means within a ligand there are two donor atoms, and these bidentate ligands are of two types rather, or you can say they might be symmetrical and they might be unsymmetrical. So the example for this symmetrical, it is ethylene diamine. So on both the side of this there is a nitrogen is a donor atom, whereas in case of this glycine atom ligand, on one end of this ligand there is a nitrogen, and on the other side there is oxygen atom. So such type of ligand it is called as unsymmetrical. Okay. So let us discuss about this geometrical and optical isomerism in octahedral complexes containing bidentate ligands. Now for optical isomerism, we need to know about plane of symmetry. So this plane of symmetry is very important here. This is one of the symmetry elements in stereochemistry. There are many other also like axis of symmetry, plane of symmetry, and so on. So we will just focus on this symmetry element. This is actually discussed in group theory. So just let us talk about this plane of symmetry. Now this plane of symmetry, it is when any molecule, if it has got plane of symmetry, means that molecule can be cut into two equal halves. So if the molecule has got plane of symmetry, that molecule can be cut into two equal halves. And those equal halves, if they are superimposable mirror images, remember this is very important, means it has got a plane, and if you cut through that plane, that molecule, if it is cut through this plane into two equal halves, and that those halves which are cut, if they are superimposable mirror images, it means if they are superimposable mirror images, it means that the molecule is optically inactive. Okay, means it will not rotate the plane polarized right either to the left or to the right. Means if the molecule has to show optical isomerism, it should have non-superimposable mirror images. Okay. So we discussed this in about this unidentate ligand. Now, in case of this bidentate ligands, complexes containing bidentate ligands, the additional thing you should always think about, that is plane of symmetry. The complex which has got bidentate ligands, it should not have plane of symmetry. Okay. If it has got plane of symmetry, then the compound will be, or the complex would be optically inactive. Means any octahedral complex containing bidentate ligand, if it has got no plane of symmetry, I'm writing short, no POS, no POS. Okay, so if it doesn't get plane of symmetry, then the compound or the complex will be optically active. If it has got plane of symmetry, then it would be optically inactive. Okay, so plane of symmetry, optically active, inactive, sorry, optically inactive. And if there is no plane of symmetry, then it would be optically active complex. Now, to understand this in more detail, if you take a compound or the complex tetrahedral complex like this one, okay, and the ligands are attached to this tetrahedral complex. Now this can be cut through this like this, and if you cut this molecule through this plane, okay, so here you get two equal halves of the molecule, two equal halves, and those are mirror images of each other. Okay, those are mirror images, means they are superimposable mirror images. That's it. It is little bit imaginary, yeah? Superimposable mirror images. You just imagine that you are cutting this molecule through this plane, through this one. Okay, so you'll get the exactly same thing, which is a mirror image, and those mirror images are superimposable. And in such a case, the compound or the complex will be optically inactive. Means this complex has got plane of symmetry, and therefore it is optically inactive. Now, let us study or discuss different cases. Number one, like MAA3. So this is nothing but bidentate ligand. Means there are two donor atoms. Okay. So this is the metal atom, and three bidentate ligands are attached. So the coordination number will be 6 here. Now to this here, if you try to find out the geometrical isomerism, you will get the same combinations. Isn't it? So there is no geometrical isomerism for this type of complex. And this, what about the optical activity? Whether this complex will show optical activity or no. Now these three bidentate ligands, I'll draw the structure here. This is a octahedral complex. You can draw like this. Octahedral complex. This is like this. We can draw. So this is the one. This is second, and this is the third one. There are 6 donor atoms, but the number of ligands here are 3, because this is bidentate ligand. So this is the structure of this. Now these 3 bidentate ligands are in different planes. These three bidentate ligands, they belong or they lie in different planes. And that is why this molecule cannot be cut into two equal halves. Okay, means there is no plane of symmetry. This molecule has not got plane of symmetry. So this no plane of symmetry. No plane of symmetry. Why there is no plane of symmetry? Because all the 3 bidentate ligands, they lie in different planes. Now I try to show you by the model here. Now you can see here. Here you can see this is the octahedral complex. These two are I'll hold this molecule like this. If I rotate like this, you can see the 6 ligands and this is the central metal atom here. And these two ligands, I'm talking about this. When I say these two are not in a one plane, this ligand lie in this direction and this is exactly in 90 degree to this. So obviously these two are not in one plane. Okay. Now this yellow one, these two, these two. These two are again, they do not lie in one plane. One is to this side and exactly on the other side of this. Okay. Now about this green one. This is exactly, they are perpendicular to one another. So it means that all these six ligands, they do not lie in one. And that is why this molecule cannot be cut into two equal halves. And it means that it doesn't get plane of symmetry. So it has not got plane of symmetry. The meaning is like this. Now, what about the optical isomerism about this? If it doesn't have plane of symmetry, means it should show optical isomerism, isn't it? So this molecule can be cut into two different, cannot be cut into, cannot be cut into two equal halves. So no plane of symmetry. So it will show optical isomerism and two optical isomers will be there, D and N. Okay. So this optical isomers, you can just have this two optical isomers for this. This is the one, and if you take the mirror image of this one, if you take the mirror image, and just remove this and from here. So if you take the mirror image of this, you will clearly be able to see and draw the optical isomer for this, like this. This is metal octahedral. Now the optical isomer for this will be like this. AAA, 6 are there. This one. So these are the mirror images of one another. Now this is the L isomer and this is D. Now just look at this. This is on the left hand side and this is on the right hand side. So this is dextro and this is levorotated. And these are non-superimposable mirror images of one another. Non-superimposable. Why they are non-superimposable? Because this complex doesn't have plane of symmetry. So this is very important. Is no plane of symmetry means optically active. So just remember these 2 points. Okay. Now if you just pick up this one and put it on this structure, these two structures will not superimpose to one another, isn't it? So it means that the molecule is non-superimposable and it will show optical activity. Now the next type of the complex will go. The second one, that is MAA2B. So this one is the bidentate ligand. This is unidentate one. Now you can find out number of geometrical isomers and whether it will show optical isomerism or not. So just try to draw the structure for this M like this, and the other thing we can draw like this. Now this is AA bidentate ligand. So this way, and two B type of ligands. Now for this one, AA, this is bidentate and B. These two are unidentate. So this is your cis and this is the trans isomer. according to geometrical isomerism. So number of geometrical isomers will be 2 here, cis and trans. And again, you'll have to find out whether which one will show the optical isomerism. Now in this case, if you cut this molecule, I'll use another plane. If you cut this molecule through this plane like this. So if you cut like this, as the ligands, if you cut like this, and you can cut like this also, this one. Okay. Now if you cut through this, you will get the two equal halves of the molecule. Two equal halves. And if you cut like this, now you might think that on this side, and this side, these two are similar. But remember that these two ligands, AA, and this on this other side of this line which I drew here, these two are not in one plane, remember. And that is why these are exactly perpendicular to one another. And this is the same thing as I told earlier also, that these two, they do not lie in one plane, these two donor atoms. Okay, these also they do not lie in one plane. And since they do not lie in one plane, this molecule does not have plane of symmetry. So no plane of symmetry. And due to this no plane of symmetry, it will be optically active. By looking at this structure, you might think that it can be cut into two equal halves. But this is not possible because these ligands, this and this, they do not lie in one plane. So this is optically active. So cis isomer, this question is many a times asked. For this type of complex, MAA2B2, cis isomer is optically active, where this trans is optically inactive. Okay, because it has plane of symmetry, and it has not got plane of symmetry. So this is very, very important. This can be cut into two equal halves. Okay, now how many number of stereoisomers are there? There are two geometrical isomers, cis and the trans. Okay. Now this is, it is showing optical isomerism. So it will show two isomers D and L. So cis, this is the geometry, cis and trans, these are the two geometrical isomers. So optically active, here there are two, and inactive is one. So total there are three stereoisomers. So therefore this type of complex, it will show three stereoisomers. So such type of MCQs are always asked in exam. Okay. So this is about this type of complex. Now the next, the next combination is somewhat very interesting. MAA. When I say AA, this is the bidentate ligand. B3C. Where there are two donor atoms, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. So draw the structure for this. Like this also. Now I use another color for drawing this. So here I will draw B and B. Here I will write B and C, and the rest. Just look carefully. Here, this is AA. This is bidentate ligand. Okay. Then B3. So we are left with this one more B and one C. Then again, this is bidentate ligand. And here also B and B. So how many geometrical isomers are there? Equal to 2, isn't it? Now to find the number of optical isomers, this is very important trick for you. To find number of optical isomers, just look if the opposite ligands are same. Now look here. In this one, opposite ligands are same. If the opposite ligands are same, then this structure or complex will be optically inactive. What did I say? I'll write here. If opposite ligands, which I drew with the red color, opposite ligands are same, then the molecule has plane of symmetry. And if it has got plane of symmetry, means it would be optically inactive. This is just a trick for you. Now look at this. This is structure 1, or I'll say A, and this is B structure. Okay. Now if opposite ligands are different, here this is B and here this is C. If opposite ligands are different, but still it has adjacent group same. Here this is AA and here there is BB. Such complex also has plane of symmetry. Means even though the opposite ligands are different, but on this side and on this side of the molecule, if it has got the same groups, so I'll write here, are different, but still if it has got or it has adjacent groups or adjacent ligands, same, remember, same. So such complexes also has got plane of symmetry. POS means plane of symmetry. And if it has got a plane of symmetry, again it would be optically. Remember? Understood this? So these are the two tricks for you. How to find out. So you'll have to, if the example is given, you'll have to find out the type of the complex and just you compare with these conditions. Okay. So this is also this structure. A is also optically inactive and B will be again also is optically inactive. Means you don't have to think much about this because while solving MCQs, you will not get that much time to get all these things sorted. Now, the next condition, if opposite ligands are different. Okay, so I'll write somewhere here so that everything should be on the same screen. If, right, this is one case, this is second trick rather, this is one trick, second trick, and the third one. If opposite ligands are different, and adjacent group on one side it's same and on other side if different, then that molecule will not have plane of symmetry. So then no plane of symmetry and the molecule will be optically active. Okay, so you have three situations in front of you. Means if the opposite ligands are same, so this is the case, opposite ligands are same, so no plane has plane of symmetry, so optically inactive. For this one, this is the second condition. If opposite ligands are different, these two are different, B and C, but still it has got same groups on the adjacent side. On the adjacent side, there the groups are same. Again, it will have plane of symmetry, and again it will be optically inactive. Okay. Now, if opposite ligands are different and the adjacent groups on one side are same and on the other side it is different, then it will, that molecule will not have plane of symmetry and it will be optically inactive, optically active. Okay, so how can you go for this? We draw here the structure for this. I'm talking about this third one. Huh? I tried to be everything on the same screen. So here, like this, means if the opposite ligands are different, like this, B and C. Okay, and on this side, if the group is same, and on the other side, if the group is different, if this is the condition, then that molecule will be optically active because it does not have plane of symmetry. No plane of symmetry. No plane of symmetry. Okay. Now here we go to the next slide. There is no space left here. I will draw the structure. So this is for we are talking about this. What did I just say? This third condition. I'm talking about this third one. This is for the third thing. This is third condition, or rather C. You can write here. So C is related to this third one. Okay. So for this type of complexes, the type of complex it will be like this. Yeah. So the type would be like this: MAA B2C. So this type of complex will not have plane of symmetry, no POS, and since it doesn't have plane of symmetry, so it would be optically active. So whatever the trick I just told, we discussed, this was I was talking about this type of complex. So I draw the structure here. Now here I use the other color so that we will get the clear knowledge of this. This is B and B. Opposite are same. Here C and B or B and C, whatever. And then I use other color here. That is AA, and here C2 means there should be C. Now for this one AA, this is bidentate, and here B and C. Okay, so the first will go for geometrical isomerism, GI. So you can see here, this one, this is a trans one, and here this is on the same side, so this is the cis. Okay. Now number of geometrical isomers here there are 2, GI equal to 2. Or you can write the combination also, as we used to do for unidentate ligand. You can go for the combinations also. So we always look for the opposite ligands. So whenever we try to write the combination, we always look for opposite ligands. So I circle out this. This is the one. Here AC. Here also AC. And here this is B. In this structure, this is AC. Okay. Here there is a chain, it is AB. And here there is also a chain, this is BC. So obviously this will be cis and this will be trans. Okay. Now, which one is optically active and which will be optically inactive? So that as trick I discussed earlier also, I'll repeat here. So here, in this case, the trick is like this. In this type of complex, what is the trick? If opposite ligands are different and the adjacent groups on one side same and on other side different, and if this is the case, then the complex will be optically active. Now look at this structure. For this one, opposite ligands are same, so no question of having any optical activity. You got it? Now here the condition is satisfied. Opposite ligands are different and adjacent group on one side it is same and adjacent group on this other side these are different. So this will be optically active. Which isomer? Trans. Okay. So you just have to remember the type of the complex and if it has got geometrical isomerism, so which of these geometrical isomer will be showing optical activity? So in case of this type of complex, this trans isomer is optically active. So this will show two isomers D and L. So in all total there will be three isomers, three stereoisomers in this case, three stereoisomer which includes geometrical and optical isomer both. Okay. So this is the way, or rather these are the tricks. So I'll just sum up with this tricks for this type. For this type of complex, remember, if this one, this is also B, B, B. Okay. So if these two are same, so this will have plane of symmetry. So optically inactive. This is the first trick. Second one, B and C means if two are different, again it will have plane of symmetry. So again it will be optically inactive. Third trick, if both two are different and here one more thing, same adjacent groups are on both sides if it is same. If this is the situation, these two are different but adjacent group if these are same, then again optically inactive. If these two are different and on one side it is same and if on the other side the ligands are different, then this will be no plane of symmetry. No plane of symmetry. So this will be optically active. Just now we discussed about this. So this is true for this type of complex. And this type of complex, the trans isomer of this type of complex is optically active. We just discussed just now. So this is about the optical activity and geometrical isomers in complexes containing biidentity. In next video, we'll discuss about the MCQs based on this. So instead of this A, B, C, D type of ligands, we'll just discuss everything by taking the examples of the complex.